Alright everyone, Ethan here. Today I want to show you my periodic table of the elements. I didn't take out technically all of them because, well, one, there's not enough space, two, you're going to get bored. So I'm just going to talk about these three little groups of metals. So let's begin with the alkaline metals, which is actually the most reactive metals. So I have lithium right here. For this one, I used a lithium battery, and lithium is actually using lithium batteries because it's energy efficient. It helps it run better. It's more high quality, and so on. So let's move on. This is sodium. I have a piece of sodalite right here. This is a mineral formed by lava or magma solidification, and this is mainly the salt you eat, known as sodium chloride. And this one, potassium. I got a little bit of potassium chloride salt, which is a substitute of sodium chloride. And potassium is very reactive, so I didn't have a sample of pure potassium. And rubidium. For rubidium, I have a piece of lepidolite, a lithium ore. This piece of rock is only 3.5% rubidium, which is, it still has rubidium, but not a lot. Rubidium is the second most reactive element on Earth, and so on. And cesium. Cesium is the most reactive element. Here I have a piece of pollucite. The main ore sodium or cesium is extracted from. This technically is the most reactive, non-radioactive element, because if you see here, francium is radioactive, and between it decays with 3.2 minutes. And here I have a piece of quartz growing on a little bit of uranium mineral. And I'm going to move on. Beryllium. I have a piece of aquamarine, which is a mineral that's mostly made of beryllium. I think it's beryllium aluminium silicate. And here is magnesium, which is known as Epsom salts. So it's magnesium. My magnesium carbonates, which is, this thing gives it the wonderful smell. So, and calcium. This is a piece of orange calcite, a mineral that's rich in calcium, and calcium is used in bones, can be found in bones and lots of other stuff because it's essential for life. Here, strontium. This is a piece of sunstone which has strontium widespread throughout it, and strontium is actually a metal that can absorb X-rays. That's why the windows of X-ray tubes are made from this metal. Here is barium. I have a piece of desert rose that's made of mostly barite, and barium is incredibly heavy. Doctors use it to see your intestines clearly, and so yeah. And here, radium. This is a piece of demantoid, which is a rock that has little bits of autunite, protoptobernite, and maybe uraninite and thorianite, and all these other radioactive minerals. Radium is the stuff used in glowing watch hands and watch dials. People working with this paint eventually became ill of cancer and radioactive burns. Radium actually radium is in the Canadian Rockies, in Kootenay National Park. There's a place called Radium Hot Springs. The water has significant amounts of radon that can be detected, and the radon is decaying from this metal, radium. In the 19th century, people injected themselves with radium chloride, believing that it gives them an energy boost, but most of these people who use that died of cancer because radium is highly radioactive. So I want to thank you for joining me for this little explanation here today. And tomorrow I'm going to be explaining about the transition metals. And most of you are going to ask me, well, is this dangerous because because some of these are highly radioactive? I'd say not a lot, because I stored this in my bedroom one time and I eventually got a very bad headache from these stuff. So that's why I moved them to the basement. And I wouldn't be highly concerned of little bits of these radioactive metals present in these rocks, but I think it's okay. So, and thank you for joining me here today, and let's take this time to recap what we did here today. Let's talk about it. Now, we started by learning about the alkali earth metals, which is known as reactive metals, which have one electron in their outer shell and are extremely reactive, and they lose that electron pretty easily. And then we learned about the alkaline earth metals, which is the most of these can be found in the organisms, including bugs, humans, insects, and so on. And lots of you are probably going to ask me, like, how are you able to collect this much? And I'd say I was just patient and waited, and through a series of time, and here it is. And if you can see, beside me I have a whole ton of non-metals and semi-metals and other metals here that I haven't been able to talk about yet. So thank you for joining me for this explanation today, and I'll see you for the next one. Talk to you then.